It always, good question. It always starts with the script and the director. Each director may have their own slightly different vision of what a script will be. So the process is always the same. Whenever someone attempts to hire me, the first thing I say is, may I look at the script? I never say, yes, let's do it. There are certain directors I've worked with in certain creative teams where I say that because we have a long-standing relationship now. But for the most part, I will always ask to look at the script to make sure there's something that I can bring to it, something that I hear in it or in the director's vision of it that makes sense so that we collaborate together and we're on the same page. So the first step would be the script, and the next step would be to talk to the director about their vision of the script, how they see it and what they would like. Also, what they're open to in terms of casting possibilities. Are they open to casting persons with disabilities, physical disabilities, whether quadriplegic, paraplegic, people who are hearing impaired or blind, also people of color, occasionally if the script is not racially specified based on the story and what it is. I will ask about how open they are to opening to all people of color. Also how they see it, how they see things age-wise, physical type-wise, how they see the emotional range of the characters. And once that understanding is underway, you can build as big a production as you need to, because at core, at the very center, you're working toward the same thing. Your collaboration can expand outward like ripples in a pond when you throw a pebble in. As long as you're on the same page, and as a casting director, I do my best to fulfill the director's vision as well as the playwright's vision, presuming that those two parties are collaborating as well. There are many. There are many of those. Hmm. Uh, Homebody Cobble, which I did for Oscar Eustace at Trinity Rep, was probably 4 months after 9/11, and I needed to. Trinity Rep, of course, is a repertory company and conservatory, so they have most of their actors. They would hire me to find the things that they did not have existing in their resident company. So, of course, in this case, it was all of the Afghani actors. So, going deeply into the talent pool and the Afghani community right after 9/11 was quite an extraordinary journey. I learned a great deal, and I had very, very extraordinary interactions with these people who were at a great emotional peak in terms of their own lives and their own family. And Tony Kushner had come up with this extraordinary story and these beautiful words that tapped into the truth of that community and into the beauty of that voice. And it was up to me to go and find that voice, and I had to go through many, many people to be able to show Oscar candidates for all of the cast within a 4-hour period. So I did all of the pre-screens myself, and those interactions were extraordinary. That's one example. Jennifer Kumiyama is a girl who, when I worked on Aladdin with Francesca Zambello, she is quadriplegic, she uses a wheelchair, and we found a spot for her. Currently, I'm casting for Francesca Little House on the Prairie, the musical, and my first idea was Melissa Gilbert, and we talked about it. I called her manager. I asked if it was in the realm of possibility. Had she ever done a musical? He said no. So it was a collaborative process with myself and Francesca to figure out how to make this work, and the project was in early development stages, enough so that we could make casting a part of the development of the project. And so now it'll open next month with Melissa Gilbert as Ma, which is sort of ideal kind of casting for the audience, for the story, for the piece, and she's just terrific in it. So it's kind of a joy.